Here are 4 primary issues or points that people are not talking about as it pertains to SIBO-C and SIBO-M that you need to be aware of. Hi, my name is Phil. I'm with Silver Fern Brand. We're a gut health company. Here are the 4 primary things that you need to be aware of. 1, low stomach acid. Low stomach acid is a primary contributing cause to SIBO. Many people say, oh no, there's very few people that have low stomach acid. I looked it up, and Cleveland Clinic and Mayo Clinic says that very few people have low stomach acid. Here's my rebuttal. Very few people have hypochlorhydria. Hypochlorhydria is the severe version of low stomach acid. But there's not just you either have spectacular stomach acid or severe low stomach acid. Most people fall in between, okay? Most people that have SIBO issues have low stomach acid, just not hypochlorhydria. There's this concept, it's either this or this. Bullshit. There's a million different categories in between. Most people that have SIBO fall in the front end that they do have issues with stomach acid. It's just not to the severe level of hypochlorhydria. Next, as it pertains to low stomach acid blockers like PPIs and stuff like that contribute to SIBO. You need stomach acid. So if you're not addressing your stomach issues as part of your protocol for SIBO, you're making a huge mistake. Number 2, slow motility. So let me be specific. As it pertains to SIBO, we're talking slow motility of the small intestine. I would argue slow motility of the stomach as well, okay? A lot of people are like, oh, I don't have constipation. And I'm like, what does that have to do with slow motility of the stomach or the small intestine? They're different. Let me explain something. Here's a news flash for most people. Laxatives are not turning on motility of the small intestine. They're mostly focused on the colon. You're not going to address the cleanup of the small intestine like you need for bacteria and fungal overgrowth using laxatives. It's not going to happen. And most stomach issues, if I'm on my tirade right now, have to do with slow motility of the stomach, slow gastric emptying, which causes intra-abdominal pressure, which puts pressure on the less, which causes less dysfunction. Sorry to nerd out. So, number 2, you need to address slow motility of, I would say, not only the small intestine, but the stomach, and laxatives are not the freaking answer. So if you're like, I take magnesium citrate and it's working really well, that's a laxative, that's not the answer, sorry. Okay, number 3, pancreatic insufficiency. Once again, a lot of people think either the pancreas is super healthy or you have pancreatitis, as if there's no color in between. There's nothing in between. That's not true at all. Pancreatic insufficiency by most experts is considered either a cause of SIBO or it is caused by SIBO. But generally speaking, pancreatic insufficiency goes along with SIBO, and when your pancreas isn't producing enough enzymes, you get food intolerances. You need enzymes to break down food. If you're not breaking down food, you get bloating and gas, people. So what you may be asking is, what does this have to do with SIBO? Here's the answer. Well, what does cause pancreatic insufficiency? Let's start with that. A person has an imbalance, which obviously SIBO is an imbalance, right? An imbalance causes leaky gut. Leaky gut causes inflammation of the system. But more specifically, leaky gut allows for the translocation of pathogens from the intestinal system into the pancreas. When the pathogens get into the pancreas, they cause inflammation, and that inflammation in the pancreas causes the pancreas to not function properly, and the enzyme output diminishes, and you get bloating and gas. So if you are going to do a SIBO protocol, once again, just killing bacteria and archaea, methanogens, is not sufficient for addressing SIBO. It's not sufficient. You still need to deal with leaky gut. You still need to reduce inflammation, and it still takes time once those things have taken place for your pancreas to start working properly to allow for enzymes to come out so that you don't have food intolerances. By the way, a lot of people are like, how do you address food intolerances? This is one of the main things. Number 4 and last, 30 to 50% of people with SIBO also have SIFO, which is a fungal overgrowth. To be clear, they have a candida overgrowth. So if you're just dealing with a bacteria overgrowth and you're not dealing with the fungal component to it, whether it's mold, candida, whatever, you are making a huge mistake. Antibiotics deal with bacteria issues. You need to be also addressing candida fungal issues as part of your protocol for SIBO. which, by the way, SIBO, which with SIBO-M and SIBO-C, which is a methanogen overgrowth typically, that's an archaea overgrowth, and archaea isn't a bacteria. But nonetheless, my point is if you're going to deal with it, you better deal with all of it. And by the way, bacteria overgrowth and candida overgrowth also goes along with parasites a lot of the time. I'm not saying everybody has parasites, but if you're going to do it all at the same time. Deal with the biofilms, bacteria overgrowth, fungal issues, and parasites. Deal with all of it. Mycotoxins, all of it. Just do it all at the same time. Those are the keys to dealing with SIBO. That's how you do it correctly. Once again, my name is Phil. I'm with Silver Fern Brand. If you want to do things right, come to us. We have processes, procedures, and we deal with underlying root causes. Obviously, this takes time. It costs money, but we do simplify the process. That's Silver Fern. I hope this helps you with your journey on recovering from SIBO type issues. You're welcome.